Hello, my name is John Manzella. I was recently in China on a lecture tour and had dinner one evening in the building that once housed the American Embassy in the city of Nanjing. And as you probably know, Nanjing was the capital of China before World War II. Back then, China and the US were friends and allies in the war against the Japanese. And back then, we needed each other. Interestingly, today, again, I believe we need each other, but for very different reasons. Today, China has become the world's third largest economy and our second largest trading partner. And as many economists believe, China may be the first country back on its way to economic recovery. Let me give you an example. In the first quarter of 2009, the Chinese economy grew by 6.1%. Now granted, this was less than half the country's growth rate in 2007, but it's still a whopping 6.1%, and this is likely to improve. I think it comes down to this. China is becoming one of the world's largest markets, and American small and medium-sized companies need access to this market. I believe we need to work closely with China to overcome various obstacles. And we need to take a new snapshot and view that country as a friend and not as an adversary, as many members of Congress would suggest. There is no question that serious issues with China could derail our relationship. For example, most economists agree that the Chinese currency, known as the yuan and also known as the renminbi, is undervalued and giving Chinese companies an unfair global competitive advantage. In turn, many members of Congress have introduced legislation to force China to float its currency or face steep American tariffs. But here's the problem. China couldn't float the yuan if it wanted to. Its financial sector is too weak due to a huge number of non-performing loans, and many economists believe the currency couldn't withstand the gyrations imposed by the market. A floating currency would very likely lead to greater instability in China. And right now, we need China to be a stable partner, to help pull the world out of recession, to help denuclearize North Korea, to help fight global terrorism, and to help promote environmental initiatives, among many other things. For these reasons, the Treasury Department didn't brand China as a currency manipulator in its latest report. Many people don't realize that the US and China are increasingly mutually dependent. We need China to continue financing our debt, and China needs our market to sell its goods. The bottom line is this: how we view China today will determine whether we are friends or adversaries tomorrow. And we all know friends can accomplish a lot more than enemies. I'm John Manzella.